Hello, everybody. Let's get started here in just a second. Let's see, we can get everything going. Okay, I think we are here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our healing hugs. What a day today has been. And so I was guided to come on and give just healers need healers and healers healing healers. So I really invite you to join this hug. And if you are a healer, please stay and receive. And if you feel like your cup and your heart and your hug is full, then feel free to jump in and give a hug as well. So within the comments, I would love for you just to drop your favorite color or a color that you might be feeling right now. I'm going to pull some color cards, and I also have our color astrology, so our colorology. If you would like to have your birth flame, your birth flame ignited. When I had my powwow this morning with the Divine Father, Mother God in our barefoot walk, it was just to hold the light. And it's been consistent every single day to anchor in, to hold the light, to be the light, to be the lighthouse, to show up and to spend moments throughout the day when guided anchored into the earth. So bare feet on Gaia, sitting, laying, standing, walking upon, and just give back. And just to send out, we opened our cosmic celestial pillar and we brought that in today. And we just were sending out, radiating out love, peace, harmony. And there are so many beautiful aspects that the Akashic Records are showing me about this day and how pivotal this day is. And it's 9:14 on my clock right now, and that's just showing me that this is the gateway to the summer solstice has opened. And that's what's so pivotal about this day. And so as we lead up into it over the next 7 days, it's really, really important for us to really focus, go within. And so for the month of June is all about illuminating. Let's see. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. We are joining this hug for healers healing healers. And anyone who needs a hug will receive a hug. Hugs are healing that's universally guided. And today, when I got out of the shower, it was, you were going to be giving a hug. I didn't really know what that meant. I have never done live hugs like this before. And so I'm here. I encourage you to drop whatever color heart you have in the comments, how you're feeling, or maybe just a heart that you need a hug in that area. So if you think about your chakras, purple for your crown chakra, blue for your third eye, light blue for the throat chakra. Your high heart is a fuchsia pink, a hot pink. Your heart chambers, you have 3 or 4 different ones, but your main heart is the emerald green. Your lower chamber of the heart is lime green. Then you move into the solar plex of yellow. We have our sacral of orange, our root of red. And as we go down into our feet, we have our earth chakra in this golden brown. And then we move into more of the fuchsias and aquamarines as we get closer to the core of the earth. And as we expand above us in our morphogenetic fields, our extended chakras, we go into the colors of sapphire, black, white, brown, or gold, and silver. And as we are wrapping the world in this hug today, we opened our cosmic celestial pillar, which is 18 colors going up, spiraling up, and 18 colors spiraling down. As you spiral up, you go into the cosmic heart. And that is just, you are just wrapped in so much love. And as you go down, you are joined to the cosmic core, and you get the energies on a cosmic level, and the earth comes right into the heart. So for today's healing, what we are doing is, if you would like to receive a hug, just say yes to the universal, uh, give the universe your acceptance. And if you would like to give and be part of the hug, to healers healing healers, then just bring your energy and connect it to the forgiveness frequency. And the forgiveness frequency is a frequency, it's multidimensional, it's high vibrational. It's when you go into the Akashic records, it's super high, almost like a celestial vibration, but it's also the new earth frequency. So when you set the intention to connect with the forgiveness frequency, which is encoded in all of us, just waiting for its remembrance to be activated, and we can activate your forgiveness frequency today if you'd like as well. But first, we're just going to tap in and really just kind of see where we are as a collective within the forgiveness frequency and see really. I'm tapping into the healers, all those who have been holding the frequency for today, that have been transmuting and alchemizing and transcending the light throughout this day that we have all been called forth. It was like the last few weeks, rest, rest, rest. And then here we are coming together in unity and oneness to really hold all of Gaia and all of the hearts upon it in a hug. And I am Julie Schindler. I'm a multidimensional healer and guide. I'm a multi-passionate healer, and I've lived horizontally for the last 13 years after a box fell on my head and crushed my cervical spine. So my journey to forgiveness came through darkness, and having this frequency has helped me to heal not only inside and a lot of the things that were going on inside, but also extending that out to help others and guide them on their healing journeys. And all of this is done in color. Like, what if everything you've ever needed you could find in a color? If you've been healing for a long time, imagine what color and the frequencies and vibrations of color can do today on your journey. So thank you so much for being here, everybody. And let's just connect. Take a deep breath in from above your head. Pull that energy down into your crown chakra. Imagine that white light from above flowing down and just merging and weaving with the violets. Flowing that into the third eye, weaving with the indigos. And as these beautiful colors start to weave together, it feels like a grandmother peacock. As the eye weaves in the colors, take a deep breath in and flow that energy all the way down your spinal cord channel. Flowing it all the way down into your root chakra, your hips, your knees, your ankles, feeling that energy and all the colors start to flow all the way down. Breathe that energy down into the core of the earth as you're being wrapped in the Divine Mother's hug. And I'm going to be adding some quantum light language just to really fully connect with the colors of the Divine Mother, being wrapped in this hug of this rainbow diamond light. Now that we're fully connected in our hug, imagine that you have this aquamarine halo. The inner earth halo, the Divine Mother's halo, is being wrapped around you, starting to spiral in all of the rainbow colors that she's hugged you with. And imagine that you are flowing all those colors as you breathe up this energy up through the spinal cord, flowing it all the way up through the top of the head, allowing this energy to flow all the way up, 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 up. Flow these energies and colors as high as your consciousness can take you, weaving in and out and in and out. Till you're wrapped into the Divine Father's hug. As you're fully connected to the Divine Father, imagine that this golden halo is being wrapped all the way around you and the Divine Mother's halo. So your inner earth is your aquamarine, your outer earth is the gold and it's beautiful golden colors. And imagine this energy flowing down, just like floating down like a feather, floating all the way down, releasing any tension, flowing this energy all the way down and allowing it just to rest into your heart. You have the inner earth halo wrapped around you. You have the outer earth halo wrapped around you. And imagine that you've kind of brought the earth into your heart space. And you're wrapping in all the colors of the heart, the fuchsia pink of the high heart, the emerald greens of the middle chamber, the center heart, the lime greens of the lower chambers, and flow that energy. Just imagine the energy flowing from above, flowing from below, and just resting, wrapping the world in this hug within your heart. And you'll feel this energy just get more expansive and more expansive as all of the colors merge together. Check that grounding cord just to make sure that you are fully anchored in, and breathe that energy up into the heart from below. Breathe it up down from above and just alchemize that energy right in the heart space. And if you are receiving a hug, give your universal acceptance to receive. If you are joining this hug as a healer, please send your energy to the collective's heart space. And I'm going to hold this light as I send Akashic Reiki to the heart chambers and to wrapping the world, wrapping Gaia in a hug. I see all these pillars igniting across the grid. We have 18 colors going up, 18 colors going down, and they're just according into the heart, just bringing everything into the heart space. As we pull up, pull down, pull in, and just pulsate and alchemize this energy out. Oh, beautiful job, everyone. Feel the wing chamber. So move your shoulders, open your chest, drop your shoulders down, even bringing your chin to your chest if you can. You can feel it opening up the fascia centers and just releasing that energy. Beautiful. Thank you everyone for joining me. It's so beautiful to sit within your energy. And come here to receive, to take what you need, to receive what you need. And if your cup is full, your hug is full, your rainbow is risen, then give back into this beautiful energy. The forgiveness frequency as you sit in your center and you fill it with self-love, with gratitude, with self-forgiveness. You build those frequencies and then you add color and you weave this energy with color. If you would like to ignite your birth flame, we have some time as we just allow this energy to really wrap around the earth and expand. And this goes beyond all space and time. Whenever this video has found you, the forgiveness frequency is encoded in all of us, and it's just waiting to be activated. And we activate that by activating your birth flame, which uses color, astrology, and numerology. And each one of us, everyone birthed on Earth, has a unique color based on the day and the month that they were born in. So if you would like to find out what your unique birth color is to ignite your forgiveness frequency and ignite your birth flame, all I need you to do is to drop in the comments your birthday and month. I don't need the year. Don't need to give any special information, just your day and your day and month of the year, and I will be able to ignite your birth flame. If you would like to keep that confidential, all you have to do is message me and I can send you your birth flame as well. As we move on, I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anyone in the comments of their birth flame. Thank you everyone for being here. I've never done a live healing before on these platforms. So especially the healing hugs are healing that's universally guided. So we send Akashic Reiki through and to you. So I'm being asked to, okay, Jelly Bean, we will January 4th. So I might have to switch to my pillow so I can give us all I can give full focus. So let's, January 4th. It's a little too late for me to have my neck brace on tonight, so I'm going to have to rely on my pillow. Ooh. So Jelly Bean, yours is cognac, which is talented, structures, and creative. So I'm going to show you the color. See if I can get the best light for you. So I'm going to give you a moment, take a screenshot, and if not, I can always message this to you if you message me, if you'd like a little bit more detail on it. But it says, if you were born on this day, your ability to see things that others often can't see is quite extraordinary. You are a builder and an architect. Whether you are designing a floor plan or brainstorming conceptual ideas, you are capable of envisioning things before they even exist. You like to do things your own way. There are times, however, when you need to leave room for others, for the opinions and ideas of others. How this color benefits you? Your personal color encourages you to build your dreams. Wearing, meditating on, or surrounding yourself with cognac helps you connect with the seemingly impossible and partake in the creation of beauty. So you are a new earth architect based on the energy that's coming through and through the Akashic records. You are one of the architects that is truly building through your ideas, through your energy, through your frequency, and through your color. So wearing, meditating on, sipping in the color and or the cognac, but really wrapping yourself in this hug. This will help you. You'll start to see this color everywhere if it's not already in your world. But it is, wow, that's a really great color even to start our hug off on. So Jelly Bean, how does that color resonate with you? And if you're just joining us and you would like to ignite your birth flame, all I need is we have a few moments to do that in between our healings, our healing hugs. All I need is your month of birth and the day that you were born, not the year. So I just need those two and we can ignite your birth flame color. So once your color is ignited and you receive it, and it's you can't unsee it. You know what it is, and you start to embrace that color. Every color has a frequency and a vibration to it and a healing frequency to it. So when you start to weave in this color within your heart, within a meditation, or just bringing it with you, you will start to raise that vibration and frequency within you. And if you use your unique birth flame color and you're wearing it and you're adding self-love, it expands your self-love based on the frequency of that color. If you are working in shadow work and you bring in this color and you're working through inner child, or you're upcycling your traumas and insecurities from your trash can, you bring this color in with and you wrap it your self-forgiveness in this color, it expands it even more. I just got, oh, I'm so glad. Yay. Yes, it feels warm, and you can kind of imagine just the feeling of it in a sip. This could come through in cacao. That's another one that I see this in. But it also allows you to sit within this color and ask your higher self and your guides to bring in more information about it. You can take this color and I'll give you the Pantone number to it. You can take it and put it into Chat GPT and find out even more about this color for you as well. And you also have compatible dates that this color matches to. And it may be, sometimes we find it in our children or our parents or grandparents, someone significant in your life, or you may meet someone after this that you're like, oh, wait, that's a compatible birthday for me. July 9th. It also could be a good day of a bridge day for you, a portal day that this energy will expand upon. So thinking and bring yourself when you come to July 9th, what is that a good day for you? Maybe something happens there. July 9th, October 31st, Halloween bridge portal, and December 25th. What? So you have bridges from your January 4th to July 9th to Halloween, July 31st, and December 25th. So I'm curious, that gives me some really good woo-woo wisdom that might be coming through, and also Christ consciousness that's coming through. That's beautiful. So anyone who's joining us, if you would like to ignite your birth flame, just leave your date, your color, or your birth flame color, which uses color, astrology, and numerology. It's like your color was written in the stars. And this color helps you to set the intention to ignite the codes and keys and colors of the forgiveness frequency, which is the new earth frequency of healing inside within you. Ooh, June 30th. These are my favorite parts. I love doing color hugs. Okay, so Carrie, we are going to do you next. Let me just make sure that I haven't. Perfect. So yours is coming up. Happy birthday early. And if you want to know, each month has a color as well. So for the month of June that we are in, I just did a channeling or broadcasting of the color for the whole month, which is aspen gold, which has a ton of ancient wisdom, galactical wisdom, and advanced wisdom, all within this color that we are sitting within the energy. And for the month of June, the message coming through is evolution and evolvement. So January, and all based on colors. January was to embrace, February was to embody, March was to expand, April was to elevate, May, we were in the month of illumination, June, we are in evolution and evolvement. July, we go into transcendence. I'm so excited for that. And then August, we are into resonance. September, we were just gifted, and that's Christ consciousness. And October is going to be convergence. And I haven't been able to get past October within the Akashic records and the forgiveness frequency. So we'll have to wait and see. But let's see here. Cadmium orange, romantic, desirable, and dramatic. So I'm going to put this up for you so you can take a screenshot of that. Perfect. And then if you would like this DM'd to you or message to you, just let me know. But the cadmium orange, it says, if you were born on this day, love is very important to you. And you can be extremely devoted to your mate, to your family, your friends, or your profession. Once you put your mind to something, you tend to go all the way in. You have a regal manner and like attention and devotion. It is essential that you are treated with respect. How this color benefits you. Your personal color encourages a healthy and flexible outlook on life. Wearing, meditating on, sipping in, or surrounding yourself with cadmium orange helps you to move forward with vision and freedom. Ooh, I'm curious how this color resonates for you, Carrie. And your compatible birthdays and portal bridges dates for you are March 2nd, August 25th, oh, my daughter's birthday, and December 30th. So I'm curious, has this color shown up in your life? Is it something that you have, or it's already kind of been brought into your life? Some people are like, oh, that's my favorite color, or my room is painted that, and if not, it encourages you to really step outside the box and see how you can wrap yourself in the hug of this color, and to know that when you activate your birth flame, you can't unsee it. You will start to see it everywhere. And when you tap into the energy using meditation in your sips, this would be a great one to. I see a lot of, like, you could pull in the turmerics, and I have this sunrise, one of our Sunny J sips. And sips are spiritually infused products or spiritually infused practices or soul integration practices. So they are different moments of touch bases throughout the day that we can really be present. We can tap into our forgiveness frequency and bring in the colors and the vibrations that these colors have for us. So the Sunny J sip or sunrise is turmeric, ginger, lemon, and it has aloe in it, but it comes out to be this, like, really vibrant, kind of bright orangish yellow. It does describe me well, but I've not noticed this color yet. Oh, you probably will now for sure. So I encourage you to set the intention to meditate or bring this color into your heart. Just wrap yourself in a hug. And it allows the energy, the frequency, and vibration and healing with this color to really start to activate within you. And when that activation happens, oop, I lost you. When that activation happens, that is what will awaken the forgiveness frequency, the codes within you. Let's see. Perfect. And the forgiveness frequency is multidimensional. It is a high vibration frequency. It really, for me, I channel in through or broadcast in through the celestial realms, but it is a new earth frequency. So when you tap into it, it is free to everyone. I am just here to guide you uh, to activate it and to guide you into filling it with color. And when you fill it with the frequencies of self-love, self-forgiveness, and gratitude, and then you weave in all the colors, and that is colors of the chakras, that is your morphogenetic fields, that is your birth flame, you will start to build this frequency of healing that you can use. It will help you with anything, and you can activate it. And the more that you sit within the center of it, so in the center, imagine an infinity loop that you are the center. And within your center, everything flows through you and it helps you. This is also holds your soul blueprint. So when you go in and you activate your birth color, and there's a ton of videos on YouTube under the forgiveness frequency that shows you how to do this. And there's also a new course that just came out that walks you through it and then it ignites a lot more for you. Um, but as you bring these in and you use it to help in healing, if you're doing any inner child work, shadow work, sit within that center. Every time you step into meditation, you can bring yourself into that center. The more moments that we're present in the day, the more moments that we are activating it with intention, the colors that we're wearing. I don't know about you, but before this journey, it was black with maybe a splash of color. But once I received the forgiveness frequency, it helped me out of chronic pain. And I've lived in chronic pain for 13 years. And I pass out from pain daily. And I'm here 1 minute and gone the next. Until I started being able to color my chronic pain using the vibrations and frequencies of color. So it's been really super exciting. I want to invite anyone who is joining us, if you would like to ignite your birth flame, all I need is your month of birth and your day of birth, not your year. And I can ignite your birth flame for you. So as we move, we are doing color hugs. We're doing hugs today. For all of the healers that have been holding the light for the collective, today was a day of energy. And every time I would tap into the collective energy, I had to be grounded on Gaia. I had to be drinking in my water and just making sure that I am fully connected. And then I could open up the collective's Akashic records to really get a temperature gauge. And at one point I was like, okay, what do we need in this now moment? And it's a lot of alchemizing and transmuting and harmonization. We sent love. We've sent peace. We did a color walk. One of the ones in the afternoon, it was like, okay, well, what do we need right now? There are so many people in the world who don't see color. And even though whether you are in the northern hemisphere and you're in the summertime or in the southern hemisphere and you are in the fall and winter, um, there are so much growth that's happening around us. And I wanted to pour into the collective a color walk. So going through our yard, our garden, pulling out all the colored flowers, really counting the colors, bringing in the purples and the reds and the different shades and hues of each color. Some are super vibrant, some are and big, have the big blooms, and others are very dainty and small, but give you the color burst of like the crown chakra, or even the soul chakra, going into the sapphire colors. And then there were moments where we would find like one singular little daisy that bloomed in the middle of nowhere, and we were able to pour that in. So when you use color in a way of with intention, you can bring in and flow that energy into the collective. And so that's what we did there, knowing that there are many people who may be in a park, but not able to physically see or tap into the presence of all the energies and the birds singing and the bees are buzzing. There was just so much to it. It was very beautiful. And then this evening for the sunset, and I know for many around the world, they are either going to bed or they're just starting their day. I know on the West Coast, it's almost about 10 p.m. here. And when I was asked to do this color hug and just to wrap the world in a hug, it was because there are so many healers that have spent today anchoring in their light, being the lighthouse, illuminating the light, pouring love into Gaia and their communities and the hearts around them. And just the job that they have been doing, helping and guiding and assisting in the ascension, it was very important that we could give back. And that's what this hug we've been guided to do today. So I'm going to pull a couple colors to find out exactly where else we need to go on our color hug, since we have. And if you would like to receive this hug and a Akashic Reiki and a quantum light language, celestial light language, drop a heart in the comments or give your universal acceptance to the Divine Father, Mother, God, Universe, Source. Oh, perfect. We have two. And we have intuition and spiritual awareness. So we are going to be taking these two colors into our hug. We are going to be going up to the crown chakra, but we're going to go about 6 inches above that, also to the soul star chakra, which brings in more of a sapphire, that grandmother color. So we are going to be doing this. So if you would like to tap into the energies of these colors, if you are giving and you have a full cup and rainbow is risen and you would like to add, please add your energy to the crown chakra and about 6 inches above. And I will be sending Akashic Reiki there. We are just clearing the clutter. There's just an overload of information, it seems, is coming through, and it's just slowly just dispersing, and we are pulsating from the pineal gland, from this the butterfly system, the pituitary gland. Imagine this butterfly is just kind of fluttering in the crown chakra. And it's just clearing, it's fluttering and flowing all in all directions. Clearing out any mental loops, anything that we are looping, memories or looping conversations, clearing out any loops. It's creating a stillness and a quiet. You can feel behind your eyes start to relax as this energy is flowing down. And the spinal column is using itself as a vacuum, and it's just pulling that energy down into the divine. The cosmic core is pulling this energy down out of you. You may feel your ears awaken, just kind of pops or clicks. You may feel the top of your spinal cord, the base of your spine just kind of open. There's like a breezy feel to it. This is the mouth of God. Uh, and that's the ninth chakra. As you take a deep breath in, imagine those butterflies flowing all the way across your skull. Breathing in through the nose and just kind of like butterfly kisses, but rolling them backwards in your head. And imagine each breath and butterfly flowing to the back of the skull, top of the spinal cord, and we're just going to blossom that open together. You may feel some wooziness or like an egg being cracked on your head. Just stay with that energy. Know that you are fully held and supported. Just allow the mental, the crown chakra, just to go silent, quiet, still. I encourage you to hum. Take a hum and close, like you can even put your fingers over your ears just to move that hum so it's just vibrating right around your pineal gland, which is the sphenoid bone. And it's part of the butterfly systems. And if you've ever had any concussions, traumatic brain injuries, any eyes, nose, sinus, or ear problems, any spinal cord problems, any neck injuries, it's all of it is your sphenoid bone can be tilted. It could be kind of moved out of shape. It could be traumatized, and it could be cracked. And those hums allow us to really send healing. It also opens up for more additional Christ conscious connections, really bringing it and clearing, bringing your crown chakra and your soul star chakra, which is that 6 inches above the head. How beautiful. I might just take a deep breath in, flow that energy back up over, back down the spinal cord channel. Place your hand on your heart. Kind of wiggle your eyes a little bit. Open your eyes, those little butterflies, do them backwards, just to see to make sure we're here. Beautiful. And it feels like the sinus up just really wants to be in stillness. So if you can come back here to this point and just allow that to fully integrate. And do the humming And if you have sinus problems or allergies, that's a great way to open that up, to clear out any stagnant energy. Also the colors. So our colors that were brought forth are the intuition and spiritual awareness. And for the numerology, those who are looking for the if you want to know more about numerology, this one is 19.6 for the spiritual awareness, and the intuition is 18.6. So you can also look those up for more. And if you are joining us as we are in between each of our Akashic Reiki hugs, we are igniting your birth flames. So if you would like to have your unique color, which it's like written in the stars for you, your unique birth color using color, astrology, and numerology, all I need from you to drop in the comments is your month of your birth and the day of your birth, not the year, just the month and the day. And if you drop those into the comments, we can ignite your unique birth flame for you. And this hug is for healers, healing healers, or anyone who needs a hug. We were just guided to bring these hugs live, and these are usually done in private sessions. We do have a lot of activations. Each of our hugs are a full activation. So there are a ton of free activations on our YouTube, our Forgiveness Frequency YouTube channel. And most of them, now that we can add a 60-minute, up to 60 minutes on TikTok, you can find those as available as well. Thank you so much for the love and for the hearts. So if you would like to activate your birth flame, or if you are just here for a hug, but if you'd like to activate your birth flame, all we need is your month and the day. And for the next hug, let's find out what colors we're going to be going to. And every color holds a frequency and vibration. And within the forgiveness frequency is a high vibrational, multi-dimensional frequency that is encoded in each and every one of us, waiting for it to be activated. And the forgiveness frequency uses the frequency weaved of self-love, self-forgiveness, and gratitude. And we weave those with color. And the more we add frequencies like joy, the longer we can stay in our center of joy. Authenticity has one of the highest vibrational and frequency hertz to it. So as the more that we can tap into the center of the forgiveness frequency and activate it and use color and bring color in, this is the new earth frequency, healing frequency it's a frequency match for this time. And that's why it's really been brought forward for us to share. And if you are a healer who would like to give a hug and be a part of it, if you are receiving a hug, let me know. If you are here to receive, if you want to give, please share this with someone who might need a hug. This is our first live hug. So we've done the crown chakra and the soul star chakra. So let's see what we are asking for out of these ones. Perfect. We keep getting two, so that's interesting that they are so connected, and this deck is used every day. Okay, so we are going to be going to the solar plex chakra, and we are going to be going into our personal power, which is 9-3, and decisions, which is 10-3. So we are going to be kind of dropping down and bridging from the crown chakra where we just were, and we will be dropping down into the solar plex and bringing the Akashic Reiki and quantum light language to our solar plex. If you would like to receive, please give your universal acceptance to the Divine Father, Mother, God, Source Energy. Take a few deep breaths in to really ground yourself into the energy. If you're just joining us, just center yourself in the middle of your forgiveness frequency and imagine yourself in an infinity loop, and you are holding that center and you are allowing the energy just to flow through in full trust and surrender, allowing the colors of the yellow. This brings forth the colors of June, of the aspen gold. We're bringing in the sunshine, the warmth, the element of fire, but there's also this air and breeze, the wind. As we tap into the solar plex and the colors, we're taking in this like elevator of evolution. And as we step within the energy of the solar plex, then you're elevated and you're just like pushed. This elevator is taking us directly into the sun. And there's a celebration of the unity that your light is weaving and anchoring in to this now moment. It's also a bridge. This elevator of evolution is taking us through to the sun of the new earth frequencies and energies. And that your anchor, your light node that you have anchoring in your lighthouse, it's really bringing us beautiful. So it's taken us like we went into the solar plex and went straight up in this elevator of evolution to the light of the lighthouse and this beacon of energy that you have such beautiful power within. And it's bringing forward the keys, the colors, and codes through this ancient wisdom of the aspen gold of the month of June. And you're showing the illumination of your light, of how far it goes. And you are that guide for all those who are kind of lost at sea or who are awakening and just are kind of looking around like, where am I? What am I doing here? And then they see this light and they just keep going towards it. And that's you. You are a you're magnetized. You're a magnet for them. This isn't to pour into them. That is to stand in your spiritual leadership, to lead and guide them and show them through your daily best practices for your journey. And this is you may have to go back to share your story and to give them kind of the stepping stones off of the rock that they may be stuck on, or the waves that maybe they may be just hitting against. You help them turn their sails towards the light. As you take a deep breath in, you flow that energy down the spinal cord channel. It's bringing you back down into the solar plex. And so within the solar plex, there's like this Iron Man light that sits at the bottom chambers of the heart, the higher chambers of the solar plex. And within it's this lime green color of color and vibrance and frequency and vibration. But within that, imagine like the Iron Man. It's this light, and this is where your birth flame color is ignited. But there's also that trifold flame. It has the divine Father, Mother, God. It has your higher self. And so all of these different colors are igniting within this. And it's really bringing you, like you brought from the light that you illuminate from above where we just were in the center of the sun, you've brought that down now into the solar plex, and it's just pulsating out. And it's the solar plex has a lot of different bridges. We were just in the crown chakra, so it has a bridge there, it has a bridge to the throat. But this flame that's within it is just bringing me back to that Iron Man flame. And it's whether you're tapping on your chest, kind of in that spot, that CPR spot. I can't think of the name or the word of it. That's where that this energy is really illuminating its light and evolve. Like the light is just like beaming itself out. And you're being told there are times you need to allow that light to beam within. So turn it within for you to be your own guiding light because you have everything you need within you. And it's your best practices that I see. It's those daily things that you do that keep you in alignment, that keep you allowing in trust and surrender, that keep you following your intuition, but also standing in your power and your confidence. And you have decisions that need to be made. That's the color that's coming through, is the decisions that need to be made. What decisions do we need to be made? Embracing your sacred leadership, taking your seat at the table and embracing your crown. And there's also maybe decisions of there, I feel some are moving locations, like their energy's hopping. There may be moves in your future. This is also bigger decisions for some in the collective that are trying to align and follow their guidance and their trust. This is where like your gut instinct is. When you have ignited your flame and you're following that, this is where it's bigger decisions, whether you are making a career change, or I see cords being cut. Yes. This is releasing the attachments and making that decision. Are you ready to step in? Are you ready to step forward? Are you ready to embrace in full surrender and trust? If this was your highest timeline and you're waiting in the waiting room to take your elevator of evolution all the way to the top, like the highest frequency within, the highest vibration within, are you ready to let it all go? Can you leave everything that no longer serves your highest good? Have you cut all earthly attachments? Do you feel like you've been able to make enough space for when you get to the top? This is like decisions of breaking the glass ceiling, going even higher, going even further. Wow, this is a lot of information coming through. And take what resonates and flow through the rest. Is there any additional information that our healers need for this hug. Your beacon beckons you. You are being beckoned higher. You were given a glimpse of your evolution when you were at the top of within the sun, when you were in the top of that lighthouse, and they're asking you just to sit within that information that came through for you, whatever that was. And you can either drop it in the comments and let us know, like, what information, what colors, what keys or codes are coming through for you within the solar plex and that activation, that hug. And hugs are healing that's universally guided. So you will receive exactly what you were meant to receive. And we are sending out waves of love and ripples of gratitude to all of the healers that are joining us today to give and receive. And whatever this video finds you, please embrace the codes, keys, and colors from within. And whether you receive them in full remembrance now, they are within your quantum field and your celestial fields to receive when all in due timing and divine timing. Beautiful. As we kind of take a moment to integrate for the solar plex, we've gone through the crown chakra, we've expanded through the heart. If you would like to receive your birth color, so if you would like to ignite your birth flame, this is a unique color that is given to you at your birth. Let me just double check our power here. So if you would like to receive your birth color, interesting. Okay. Here we go. So if you'd like to receive your birth color and ignite your birth flame, all I need is your day of birth and month of birth. And no matter when you're seeing this video, it crosses across all space and time. You can drop it in the comments and I will send you your birth color. So just your month and the day, not the year. Just want to make sure that we are getting everyone's. Welcome. Thank you for joining us for this Healing Healers. This is a hug that is being sent across the world for all of those who were not only giving it to Gaia and sending it to Gaia in the collective, and we've wrapped Gaia in a hug. We are also really helping to fill back up the cup of all of the healers that have been called into service to support the earth and to support Gaia and the full collective. And it's the energy, whether that was it's from the corona hole and the geomagnetic storms that are coming through and all the energy coming from the sun. It's also the Schumann resonance. We have a lot of release energy that's been coming through the last couple of days. And we had this big, huge spike of new energy that came through. So as we are integrating, this is just flowing love and unity and oneness in a hug, a color hug. And this is the rainbow rise up. So our rise up is restoring intrinsic source energy into the universal playground. And it's all using color. And why am I propped up on a pillow? 13 years ago, a box fell in my head and crushed my cervical spine, and I have lived horizontally ever since. And the first 8 years were really super dark. And it wasn't until um, I was on palliative care and the doctors were preparing us for the worst. They told us, our family, that this was the decline in my health would continue. There was no stopping it. It was just a matter of when. And I started to save pain for my family and write my eulogy. And in my eulogy, I received this bright blue pop of color, like completely filled my vision. And it told me to tell them now and not wait. And as I looked down at this eulogy, it was all gratitude. It was filled with gratitude. And I was given gratitude elevates truth. I had never met my spirit guides. I never knew my inner child. At this point, I was just felt like I was receiving these messages because I was already on the other side of the veil. I had one foot in each world, and my time would soon be up. Um, and this pop of color showed me how to get grateful. And it was GET, gratitude elevates truth. And I did. I took that eulogy and I turned it into just a thank you note for all of my friends and family who had helped us through the 8 years up until that point of this journey. And then once I did that, I started to receive another pop of color and another pop of color. And one led me to my inner child. And my inner child showed me that we had this trash can of traumas and insecurities that we had been filling up our entire life. And my inner child showed me that it was everything that we didn't know how to heal. It was everything that it's ever happened to us. And she showed me that it was time. Like, we had made a pact when I was 17 that I would come back to this, that I would come back and heal when I was ready, when I was strong enough to heal. And within it was everything that has ever happened to me from like first memory on. And there were very dark moments in there for my inner child. And I can see why we sealed it off and we just tucked it away. But it was through those pops of color that showed me that within that trash can of all the traumas and insecurities, it was the shame and blame. It was the shame that I held for the things that happened to me that weren't my fault. But it was also the blame for the time that I held on to them. And when these pops of color came through and forgiveness came through, I was losing my ability to chew and swallow. I was already knocking on death's door. Then I was told I needed a feeding tube because I wasn't getting enough nutrients in, that I was already drinking in all my meals, and I still drink in 80% of my meals come through a straw. But it was such a fear. The first, it was the fear of dying, which we had gotten over that through this pop of color. But then it was the fear of losing my voice, of having this tube shoved down my throat for the rest of my living life. And there was no secession plan off of palliative care. It was a do or die trying. And I decided to do or die trying. And I wasn't supported by my family. I wasn't supported by the doctors, but I wanted to be off of opiates because I wanted to know what clarity felt like. I was getting these pops of color, like the in the most painful moments of the in between the opiates, or the in between the morphine, or the in between having to have a drink for travel, or the drinks. We used alcohol for pain at the time as well. I wanted clarity. I wanted the clutter to go away, and I didn't know how to do that without doing this cold turkey. And it was right as the world was shutting down. It was March of 2020 when the forgiveness frequency truly was birthed, when I had to face my fear of losing my voice and having a feeding tube. And like, I was even over the death part of it. That could come. I was not even worried about it. I was just worried about living with anything more and facing my fears. And so forgiveness kept telling me, like, this time will be different. This time will be different. Just do it. Show up. And every day I would show up and I would just drink in the rainbow. I would fill all my sips with watermelon, and I started blending up everything because I needed the pulp. I couldn't juice. It needed to be the full pulp so I could get all of uh, the density from it. And then these pops of color just kept showing me more ways to heal and more recipes to try, and how to get 30 vegetables in one drink just by blending up all of these green vegetables. And then it showed me how to take that same concept for root vegetables. And I don't know about you, in a day, I couldn't eat carrots anymore, right? Because they were too hard. It was too hard to swallow. Salads were out. So these pops of color just kept giving me guidance, and it was fully my intuition. It was my higher self, and it was before I had healed my relationship with God and source energy. I just kept like, okay, I thought I was going crazy. I still thought I was close to that side of the veil, but I just kept showing up every day and then putting my rainbow on repeat, and every rhythm is a repeat. And if you put your rainbow on repeat, it's that memory. Remember, like a song that you heard and you sung when you were little, but the minute you hear it again, you know every word. That is what the same thing occurred with when you put your rainbow on repeat. And that's what this journey has. Every color had a frequency and vibration to it, and that went into the infinity loop of forgiveness. Every fear we upcycled, every trash can truth our inner child brought forth that we upcycled, we journaled it out, we changed the narrative, we changed the color, we found the truth within, and then we upcycled it using meditation, mirror work, music, muscle movement. It's a jamming session. We would do breath work, journaling, affirmations, music, muscle movement, meditation, mindfulness. The M&Ms kind of go on forever, mantras, magic. We also had our inner child, nature, grounding, gratitude. So we would just use all these little tools to help us. And then we would get on our pillow and we would have a pillow party. And I have this big neck brace that I usually am wearing, but it's a little too late to wear it. And after I got out of the shower and was told I was doing a hug, I prop myself up on the pillow so I get a little bit more up time. With every up, there's a down. And living in chronic pain by coloring it, it took about a year, and we were fully off of all of our opiates, and we had fully detoxed within about 6 months. And then we were able to get sober. Our sips went sober. So within the first 2 years, we were able to be completely free of all drugs and alcohol. And we no longer had to use cannabis for pain, to eat. We just found a way to color pain every single day. And I still pass out from pain multiple times a day. Every up has a down. I used to only get 3 or 4 hours up a day, and now I'm getting about 6. And that's pretty like freaking miracles. And I'm still here. And that's a miracle in itself as well. I just want to thank all of those who have joined this live today and this live healing hugs, where healers need healers too. We need to wrap each other in a hug, and the hugs are healing that's universally guided. And we just need to be here for each other and really allow ourselves to receive a hug, because we spend so much time giving and healing and hugging and offering our assistance to the collective that sometimes you just need your own hug. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you would like to learn more about the forgiveness frequency, there is a ton of videos on our YouTube channel that will have walk you through. There's also a Pop of Color podcast that I share our pillow talks and stories. There's a new course that just launched last week of the forgiveness frequency, the journey to healing in color. It's on the Brave Healers Transformation School, and that's available. And that takes you through about 80 minutes of the forgiveness frequency, and it leads you in and out of the frequency since it's so high vibrational, and it activates your frequency using your birth flame and all of the colors, and it has these massive activations within it and a lot of extra bonus material too. We're going to do one last color hug and see what other colors need to come through before we just do a rainbow shower and really just send this energy all the way through. Whew. Ooh. So this is really taking us, we are now going to be, and we talk about a flame. If we talk about a flame, we are going into the sacral. We have the physical body within the root chakra. We have the sexual energy and our self-esteem. So this is a fury flame, and this is we're going to be taking ourselves through what needs to come through for through the Akashic records and our Akashic Reiki. So if you would like to receive, I'll be sending the energy through the solar plex using that energy we just did, moving that down into the sacral and the root chakras, tapping into the physical body, the sexual energy, and self-esteem. And I'm just asked to tell you, I'm wrapped in a linen sheet, and it is blue. So this color, so we're bringing through, because this month is all about uh, it's all about the activation of the throat chakra. Beautiful. Okay, we're sending this energy. Please give your universal acceptance to the Divine Father, Mother God, to receive this Akashic Reiki being sent to the solar plex, the sacral, and the root chakra. As we bring this energy down from the self-esteem of this in the solar plex, we're bringing that down into the sacral, meeting with the sexual energy. Let's send that energy down again into the root chakra. Bring it forth into the physical body. Wow. The energy that is being held for the collective is really taking a toll. And so we're just going to be bringing and bridging these colors together in a flame, and we'll be igniting that flame in the core of the root chakra, and it will completely flame and fan out. So we're going to be bringing that energy down, pulling the energy up, and really alchemizing right in the womb center. Wow. There's this beautiful womb wisdom. We're just allowing that flame to flicker and flow and just grow bigger and bigger. Again, bringing that energy down from the solar plex, pulling it up from the earth, really just alchemizing that energy. It's giving the physical body just as beautiful, just release. It's bringing it into the sacral chakra. And it's opening up the codes, keys, and colors. And I feel like it's this beautiful doorway for you to stand fully in your power. We're going to do that pull down, pull up one more time. Alchemize. And allow those colors of the red and the orange and yellow just to feel like it's burning through and just flowing out all sides of you. Back, front, as above, so below, as within, so without. Allow that just to release through. It feels like there's a lot of the collective of the healers that have been sitting in this pose and igniting their root chakras and their sacral and their solar plex. And that has been kind of where you've been alchemizing that energy for the collective. And we've just given this a full clearing. And then it's pulling that flame and just kind of tickling into the heart. This you have taken into the core, and it is just it's kind of hot and spicy. So we're just cooling that off with just a few cool breaths. Controlling that flame a little bit. So it allows you to receive additional information through the root, the physical body. And it's so much sexual energy, which is just a kind of an overview, but this is like ceremonial dancing. This is Reiki dancing. This is movement. This is movement with the earth. This is being one with the elements. This is fully stepping into your personal power, but it's also giving you the confidence. And that flame has just completely alchemized any self-doubt, any self-sabotage, any emotions, any fears that are holding you. You're physically. So when you get to a point where you're about to launch forward, you're pulled all the way back. And this pull back can bring up fears, doubt, uh, disillusion, and it's trying to keep you small, and this flame is just not allowing it. That combination of those three coming out together, it's showing you that you are divinely co-creating with the universe, and that all of these areas, it's like allowing your physical vessel to fully step into the diamond rainbow light, to be fully integrated into the new earth frequencies. But this is it's asking for movement. It's asking for you to really stand in that power and the light that we had in the previous, in the solar plex when we went all the way up. It's bringing that light down into the physical vessel for you to continue to show up for yourself. Be here now. So we're grounding this energy from this healing hug today, pulling this energy all the way down and grounding it into the core, the cosmic core. Because the world, the Gaia is in our heart and we're keeping her there, but we're bringing that pillar of energy all the way down to the cosmic core and really grounding this in. We're sending down waves of love and ripples of gratitude to all those who have shown up in this hug, wherever this hug finds you. We're sending out waves of love and ripples of gratitude to all of the guides and beings of light, the Divine Father, Mother, God, for coming here today to wrap us in your hug. To all the healers and hearts that have stepped forward to be a beacon of light, to hold the light, to transmute, alchemize, and transcend the light. And this dance, the celebration, that flame is being lit in this powwow. And there's so many divine feminine and divine masculine that have shown up to be here today. Beautiful. I want to thank everyone who has joined our lives today. If you would like to activate your birth flame, which is the color of that uniquely derived from the color astrology, and numerology. If you would like to ignite your birth flame, which helps you to decode your forgiveness frequencies, codes, keys, and colors within, all I need is your birth, the month of your birth and the day of your birth. I'm just still grounding in some of that. That was some powerful energy. And I can feel all of the healers that have poured into this hug today. So I'm sending you each a little extra little squeeze, little hug. I just want to make sure that I haven't missed anyone's birth flame. So the date of your birth and the month of your birth. We'll do one last round of anyone who would like to ignite their birth color. And if you would like to keep that private, I don't need the year, just the month and the day. But if you'd like to keep it private, you can always DM me or message me. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And I will see you on the other side of this rainbow. Please drink lots of water, get rest, spend some time on Gaia, do a color walk. Beautiful. Have a wonderful day, everybody.